27, I work out a lot. I had some knee pain for a while and some swelling. I thought just something was wrong. I might have pulled something. So I did some stuff on my own, tried to take care of it. I had really never been sick before. I'd never broken a bone. You know, you're young and healthy. I got an MRI done. Then the next day, found out that I had osteosarcoma. And so it was just so unexpected. You hear the word cancer and your mind just kind of goes blank, and everything just moves so quickly that your reaction is just survivor mode. You just work on getting done what needs to be done. So the processing of that actual diagnosis kind of comes later when you have more time to think about it, and when you're really going through it, you start to realize what the diagnosis actually means and how it's going to impact your life.
Hello.
I had 10 weeks of inpatient chemo treatment. Then I got some bad news. My tumor hadn't responded very well to the chemo treatments I'd been getting in the hospital. That meant that an amputation would be the safest course of action after that. It was devastating to get that news. I thought the cancer diagnosis was life-changing, but then having this decision thrown at me was even more life-changing. I think truly probably the biggest moment and hardest decision I've ever had to make. It took a lot of crying and talking to a lot of people and overcoming some denial about what was happening before I could really make that choice. The will to walk again was so strong, and I just knew that anything that was going to help me, get to that goal of being able to walk again, dance again, was going to be the best option for me, and whatever is going to be safest to keep my cancer away. I was someone who didn't like going to the doctor before all of this happened. I learned very quickly that your doctors are there to help, so communicating with them about everything that is going on and what you're thinking is the most important thing you can do, because they don't know what you're thinking until you tell them. Their goal is to get me healthier, so seeing them as more of a resource was the biggest mindset change I had to make. It's also a confusing world figuring out insurance. Luckily, the staff and doctors at Sibley were so helpful and truly went above and beyond in helping me navigate all of that. Some staff helped me figure out appointments, or I had staff who would walk me all the way to the car and make sure I got in the car at the end of my treatment. It was just that connection that I had with a lot of staff members and really forming bonds with my nurses while I was in the hospital. And communicating with my doctors helped me figure out a lot of, what needed to happen, or just made me feel comfortable too. I went through a pretty rough period. I decided to seek out therapy treatment, and that really helped me process everything that was going on and how to move forward healthily. I think that helped turn the page and turn a corner of then just feeling much more interested in seeing friends. I ended up using my support system for everything. I would bounce ideas off of people. I had FaceTimes with friends lined up all the time when I was in the hospital or at home. So it was great to have their support through everything. After only 7 months of dating Cliff, my partner, we found out that I had cancer, and due to COVID, my family wasn't able to come visit. So Cliff became really like my major support here. With all of the trips I needed to the hospital, he became my caretaker. It feels like we've almost put 5 years of our relationship into the last year. We worked through so many things together, and that's really brought us closer together. Sarcoma is a cancer that you really have to fight through, and it will take a lot of your effort and mind space and everything to get through. It's been hard as a young person to feel almost like you have to take a break kind of from how the world is progressing, but it's so important for you to focus on yourself. And so always looking forward really helped me think about just taking one more step that would get me closer to going back to the office or walking up a mountain with my friends. Whatever it was that I wanted to do at the end of this, I just thought about, and the next day got me another day closer to that. Looking forward, keeping optimistic, and really just taking things one day at a time. Those were kind of my key strategies for getting through this.